All right, folks, it is that time again. It is time for Steelers football. It is officially Saints week. We just got off a much-needed bye with Saul. Literally no changes to anything necessary. So now we go back to this. We go back home to Heinz Field and look to get our second home victory of the season and our second home victory since the name change. Can we do it? We have the Saints coming up. Let's talk about the Saints, man. You know, when you look at the Saints and you look at the Steelers, they're two incredibly identical franchises as of right now. They both lost their Hall of Fame first ballot quarterbacks. They're still trying to build around that. They have playmakers on each side of the football, and they're in a tough task right now. Only difference is the Saints have a new head coach this time around while we're still with Mike Tomlin. The Saints are what, 3-6 and we're 2-6.
Yeah.
Again,
both teams are they're trying to figure out how to move on and find success after Drew Brees and Ben Roethlisberger called it careers.
After pretty much almost 2 decades of great success.
And it's been tough for both teams.
It has, and here we are right now as both teams stand with rough records and rough times, especially the Saints, because they are dealing with a boatload of injuries. Michael Thomas is out for the year again. Seems like ever since he broke records and got the bag, the dude just doesn't feel like playing anymore. He just keeps getting hurt for some reason.
Now, ever since he broke Marvin Harrison's receptions record, he's only played a total of 10 games in the span of 3 years.
Wow, that is absolutely terrible.
The man can't stay healthy, and it's unfortunate because when he's on the field, he's a very dynamic and impactful player.
Yes, he is. He's one of the best in football when healthy. But it seems like they're about to replace a former Buckeye with another former Buckeye, with Chris Olave, who is going to be one of the best receivers in football in a couple years. He's already one of the best rookie receivers in the NFL. I think he leads all rookie receivers in receptions and yards.
Honestly, you can argue that he's the best rookie wide receiver at this point.
He is.
In the NFL. And he's shown it. He's been a hell of a receiver for the Saints, despite the quarterback, situation that they're dealing with, which as of right now, Andy Dalton has been the starter, but that's only due to Jameis Winston dealing with an injury. But after Dalton's recent performance, could the Saints lean back to Jameis Winston?
I don't know. Their quarterback situation's funky. It really is. They could go to Dalton, who obviously we have a lot of history against.
A lot of history.
Yeah, or they could transfer back to Jameis Winston, who's an up and down player. Their quarterback situation's messy right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. I don't know who the Steelers are going to prepare for. I'd prepare for either. There's a lot of film to prepare for either guy.
Of course.
Starting. Maybe it's Dalton. Maybe they do go with Dalton. I don't know.
Based off the history that he's had with us, he basically knows our scheme. He knows our defense. He knows what he's going up against for the most part.
So in that factor, the Saints might start Dalton just based on that.
Yeah.
But they lost to the Ravens last week on Monday night in terrible fashion. The Saints did not look good whatsoever.
Nope.
And honestly, you could say they look the worst they have all year. Yeah, they have a couple playmakers, like we said, Olave, Alvin Kamara.
Of course, who can forget Alvin Kamara, one of the most versatile backs for the past few years.
Right. Against the rushing defense and the Steelers, they're definitely going to try to utilize Kamara, and our rushing defense is still very, very concerning.
Mm-hmm. Very suspect. Although, this week, after the bye week, the Steelers could get a very, very important player, and that guy being TJ Watt. He has been practicing in full pads throughout the week. As of this recording, he has not been taken off IR. He hasn't been activated off IR
but
yet.
But the expectation is he will be making his return versus the Saints, which would be an absolute highlight and a hell of a way to start off the second half of the season for the Steelers, because Lord knows we need TJ Watt. If that first half of the season showed you anything, is that TJ Watt, without even playing the majority of the games, is already our MVP of the year.
Yeah.
That's how important he is. That's how impactful he is.
TJ Watt is the Pittsburgh Steelers of 2022.
Yes, he is. And he will remain that way until the day he retires, honestly. That is how incredible he is. That is how much of a gem that guy is.
Yeah. Getting him back is going to be very crucial and very, very, very important for the Steelers defense.
I don't know how much of a jump it takes the team, but I know it's going to help out the defense a lot. And honestly, having him back, the energy is going to be high. Really, really high, especially in Heinz Field. If he is activated, which he should be, and the second he's introduced back at Heinz Field during the player introductions, Steelers Nation is going to go wild. The team is going to feel that energy.
Yeah.
So they better transfer that energy onto the football field. I know the defense will, especially since it's somewhat of a favorable matchup. There's still guys you got to watch out for, but you got to like the matchup.
Yeah, you do.
Especially with Watt coming back. So when I look at this game, there's no reason we should lose this game.
I mean, based off how the Saints have been playing the past few weeks, especially last Monday night against the Ravens, with Lamar Jackson, throwing the ball and handing the ball off to nobody but backups.
Literally backups, while we're going to have all our starters, because you see the Saints, they're dealing with many injuries. Like I said, Michael Thomas, one of their tackles is hurt, I think, their rookie tackle.
And that's just on their offense. On their defense, they have a few injuries as well, especially with Marshawn Lattimore. He's been out for a couple of weeks.
Right. Same thing with a couple guys on the front seven.
Pete Werner, Marcus Davenport, they recently got hurt in the Monday night game.
Right.
So their status is kind of iffy at the moment.
But they still got guys to make plays, man. One thing I will give the Saints credit for is, although the past couple weeks it's been rough, but they've always had a great rushing defense, and that was led by guys like Cam Jordan and Demario Davis. Yeah. Two incredible guys and two of the best at their respective positions. Demario Davis is one of the most underrated linebackers in football. Every time I watch him, I'm so impressed. And, of course, Cam Jordan's just one of the best defensive linemen.
They're honestly two guys in the NFL that have and continue to get better with age.
They do. And they hold down that Saints defense in that front seven, which obviously, let's face it, this offense is there's going to be no change. There's going to be no production. There's not going to be much excitement from this offense in the second half. Why? Because Matt Canada is still the offensive coordinator, because the offensive line's still inconsistent, because this entire offense is just a continued dumpster fire.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm expecting nothing from this offense in this game. They could surprise us. They could put up a couple extra points on the board. They could score a couple consistent touchdowns. Who knows? Maybe this is one of those games that they feel like, you know what, let's play some football. Especially with Watt back, maybe that energy is led into the offense. I doubt it.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, that's me and Dan here being cautiously optimistic about this game.
But even so, I still feel like there's no reason we should lose this game. Now, of course, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers we're talking about. This is the 2022 Pittsburgh Steelers we're talking about, where they're going to make this game so incredibly close and much more of a heartache than it needs to be. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints walk out of Pittsburgh with a dub. But I like our chances of winning this. Honestly, we should be able to win this game. I'm not expecting much of a ground game from this offense, just based on what I said about the Saints' rushing defense in that front seven. But utilize the passing game a little bit, open the playbook. I know we keep saying that we sound like broken records, and it's pointless because Matt Canada sure is fucking going to do it.
No, it's always a sideline shot, a dink and dunk, a jet sweep. It's going to be the same thing.
It is. So I'm not anticipating much from this offense. The only thing I ask is the Steelers need to take advantage of what the defense gives them.
Yep.
The defense is going to make plays with Watt back. They're going to make plays. They're going to make turnovers. They're going to have themselves a nice game. I don't know how nice of a game or how consistently nice of a game, but I think they have a very good game in Pittsburgh with Watt's first game back.
Yeah.
The offense has to take advantage of what the defense gives them. So that's my point there. Is I'm excited to see what this defense can do with Watt back, and how, I suppose, not entirely whole, but more so filled, Watt will make this defense.
Yeah.
Because there's still
that's for sure.
There's still issues with the secondary. We don't know if William Jackson's going to play this game. We don't know if he's going to start. We don't even know if he's going to be active due to his back injury.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the cornerback situation is going to be. But I know with TJ Watt back, the defense should be a lot more energetic.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we agree, the offense just has we have no faith in the offense.
No, they're not aggressive. They don't do anything.
No.
I'm just going to put it that way. They don't even try.
No, but I'm going to say it one more time. There's no reason we should lose this game.
There shouldn't be.
Truthfully, I mean, this is the way you jumpstart the second half of the season. It's in Pittsburgh. Watt should be back, and I think he will be back. Let's get a win. Let's get a win at home.
Yeah.
That's the way you jumpstart the second half of the season. But there was not much change during the bye, so I'm not going to anticipate much change for this team heading into the second half of the season. All I hope for is that they walk out of Pittsburgh with a dub this upcoming Sunday.
Yeah, it's very possible. We have the opportunity, we have the ability, especially with Watt coming back.
Yeah,
just a matter of the Steelers take advantage and get the job done.
Can they get the job done? We'll see this upcoming
Specifically
Sunday.
The offense.
Yes. We'll see this upcoming Sunday, man. It's the Steelers versus Saints, two incredibly identical teams at the moment. Just looking for any way to win or any way to find some good in the season. Can the Steelers jumpstart the second half of the season with a solid dub in Pittsburgh with Watt back? I hope so. With that being said, here we go, Steelers. Let's get this win in Hines at home. You're excited to see the return of TJ Watt. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get this win. Let's get this dub, and let's advance to
3-6.
3-6. It's not normal for me to say, but you know what? At this point of the season, why not? Let's go to 3-6. See you guys in the next one.
And like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!